If you've been wondering what can I actually create to make money online, this video is for you. Because honestly, most people do not fail because they are lazy. They fail because they do not know what to make. They sit there staring at a blank screen asking, what should I sell? What do people even want right now? So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple 3-step process that I use in my business today. First, I use a custom GPT to find what's trending right now and what people are already spending money on. Second, I use a tool that helps me turn that idea into an actual digital asset that I can sell. And then third, I use another tool to help me get traffic to the pages so that I'm not just creating stuff and hoping somebody finds it. And honestly, what I like about this is that it removes a lot of confusion. You do not have to be the person who comes up with everything from scratch. You do not have to spend days wondering what to build, and you do not have to freeze when it comes time to getting traffic. You just move through the process step by step. Now, of course, I want to be clear about one thing. No tool guarantees income, and success is not guaranteed. Your outcome still demands on the offer, the market, your execution, and whether you consistently put it in front of people. But if your biggest issue is not knowing what to create, how to package it, or how to promote it, this is a much more practical starting point than guessing your way through it. So step 1 is the free GPT. This is where I'd start. This is free. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Doesn't cost you anything. The whole job of this GPT is to scan trends, hot markets, fast-moving niches, and current buyer interests so you're not guessing. Instead of asking, what do I feel like making, you ask, what are people already paying attention to right now? That changes everything. Because when you start with a demand, you give yourself a much better shot at creating something that people actually want. So let me show you an example of how this works. We're going to go into the ChatGPT and we're going to find out what trends are trending now. So there's 2 ways to use this money-making trend hunter, I call it. And the first one is to click on this, what they call a starter chat here, and it will go through the process of creating something, okay? And I already did that in this chat here, and it came up with this scenario, right? It was scanning for a real buying intent rather than general hype, all right? And got a few signals from Google Business Profile, reinstatement, and AI workflow implementations. And I think it's going towards the business side because it knows that I'm a marketer and, I'm a digital marketer. And so this looks like it's all geared around kits that you can develop with just PDFs and things like that, and charts and checklists and whatever, to create these different products. Okay. Now the next chat that I did, I actually used my own prompt and I put in using the GPT above, instead of using the, what they call the conversation starter right here. I just put in my own thing right down here in the box right here where you ask it questions. I just said, using the GPT above, what are the latest trends in the weight loss world that one could make a product from? So it pulls signals from consumer data, what people are actively buying for help, and then they turn the strongest ones into ideas with buyer intent scores. And the clearest, earliest winner was the GLP-1 support, where people are buying meal plans and trackers on Etsy and asking Reddit about nausea, protein, and so forth. And I actually searched the current strongest weight loss trends with real product potential and the speed and buyer intent to package it into a digital offer. And so the first one was, of course, like it said, the GLP-1 meal plans. Okay, people using Ozempic, Wegovy, and Zigbound style meds are actively looking for help with nausea, low appetite, protein intake, and so forth. So, they're losing weight, but they're having problems using these products, right? Because they know that they're losing weight, but they're also having nausea. They have a low appetite, which is probably part of the drug. This matters because access is getting easier through the new pill formats about these drugs and retail distribution channels. Digital signals was from recent Reddit posts, which asked Reddit about nausea and eating enough protein and handle dizziness and whatever. And then who would buy this? New GLP-1 users, which the majority are women, 30 to 60, med spa clients, telehealth patients, coaches, dietitians, and people restarting after side effects. So the digital product angles, are here. Best formats, a template pack, monetization path, difficulty easy, speed to launch fast, opportunity score 9.6. Okay. So then the buyer intent is 10, pain is 9, trend momentum is 10, ease of product creation is 9. So these are the different ways that you can use this ChatGPT. Like I said, it's free to use. I will leave a link in the description below for this ChatGPT. Okay. So in the next video, it's going to be all about how to create products for these ideas. And you can do this in one day without spending weeks writing content, without doing a bunch of research. I'll show you how in the next video. So stay tuned. This is where I use Easy Digital Asset Creator. What I like about this angle is that it helps bridge the gap between idea and actual product. According to the sales page, it's built to take one idea and expand it into multiple digital asset types like frameworks, systems, checklists, worksheets, decision maps, and so forth. The page also says it can turn that into fully written assets you can package as lead magnets, sellable PDFs, courses, resources, bonuses, membership content, or downloadable tools. So now think about what that means. If the GPT tells you a certain topic is hot, you can take that topic and turn it into something real. Not just an idea, not just a note on your phone, an actual asset, something a person can download, something you can give away to build a list, something you can bundle, something you can sell. So now we're going to go into the actual demo of the creation tool. And we're going to take it, and we're going to choose a product, and we're going to actually create the assets. Now you can get this tool by going down there in the description and clicking on the link. Now, this is an affiliate link, and I will make a little small profit if you decide to buy this through my link, but it's very cheap. It's like $9, really cheap. And you got full access for life. You don't have to pay any other things or anything like that. There's nothing. It's just one-time price, and you can create all these assets. This is the result that I got from that GPT, and the recommended one was launch GLP-1 starter and maintenance bundle first. It has the clearest mix of fresh trend, obvious pain, visible buyer behavior, and easy packaging, right? I'd structure it as a free food list lead magnet, then a $19 starter kit, and then a $49 maintenance kit. So this is what it's even suggested the price. So what you want to do is we're going to go all the way up to the first thing that this thing made, right? And this is it right here, the GLP-1 maintenance and rebound weight prevention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing right here, the title and everything else, and I'm going to just copy this, and I'm going to go over to my tool right here. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to paste that whole thing right in there. So I'm going to click on here, generate all assets. So now right here is the idea generator prompt. So this is going to give you the ideas. So if you copy this prompt here and you go up here to any generator, so let's go into ChatGPT first. And what we're going to do is going to paste this prompt into ChatGPT, and as you can see, it's taken the prompt right here. And I'm just going to add here, it can look on the web too if it wants to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on go. And let's see what this comes up with as far as ideas go. So this might take a minute. I'm going to pause till it finishes because I don't want to waste your time. Now this is what it came up with, all right? It says that it was checking, right, for everything, maintenance, so the names feel timely, not generic. So I grounded these around your brief and current market analysis. Okay. The first thing that came up with was an acronym called the STAY framework, all right? The acronym stands for stabilize your new baseline, train appetite, control habits, anchor protein strength, yield proof your environment. So what it does is it frames a 90-day behavioral system, GLP-1 maintenance and rebound weight prevention that helps people lock in their results after the medication honeymoon phase. And it gives overwhelmed beginners a simple way to handle the exact GLP-1 maintenance and rebound weight prevention program. So it's irresistible because the stay is the promise, not to start, not to recover. Stay in the market where GLP-1 maintenance and rebound weight prevention fears are rising because people know they're going to regain is real. And this feels like a control in a box. The positions to offer as being a thing that helps them keep the body they work for instead of watching it slowly slip away. So the outcome is clear. All right. So these are the different products that it's suggesting. So what you want to do with this information here is you want to pick one. So let's pick something. So what I'm going to do actually is take the advice of ChatGPT. And what it says is the anchor framework and the off-road rebound defense stay is most mass market and emotionally clean. Anchor is the most premium and workbook friendly. So we're going to go to the anchor framework, which is number 4 here. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to copy all of this right here, and then we're going to go back to our digital asset creator, right? And so we can paste this idea in this box right here, and then it's going to generate prompt 2, which is a prompt builder. So we're going to copy this prompt. We're going to go back into ChatGPT, and we're going to paste it right there, and it's going to go ahead and upload that, and then we're going to say go. Now it's going to create the prompt for the assets that we're going to be building. And I will come back to you once it's done. So now it's making the title, the Anchor Framework, the stability system for keeping weight off, GPL. So one line promise, a simple 90-day system to help you hold your results, reduce rebound risk, and stay in control when appetite changes and the structure starts to fade. So then it's going to show the problem. You lost weight on GPL. You do not want to gain the weight back. Your hunger feels less predictable, so forth and so on. Who's this for? The framework overview. Anchor stands for, and it gives you all of this stuff here. And so this is a PDF that you can use to give away. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want to. But this is the actual workbook. So now, what is it that we actually created here? Well, we created a digital asset that has been developed according to the money-making trend hunter, which we found in the video before. But it's created these things, assets here. So the first thing that we created was the maintenance planner. And that's exactly what this anchor framework is, the planner. And so it's a 90-day system to help you hold your results and reduce the rebound risk, stay in control, your appetite changes, and structure starts to fade. So what do we do with this information? Right now it looks like plain Jane. Nobody would actually pay $19 for this, right? Well, here's the thing. There's a program that you can use. Let me open up another window here. I will go to my thing here, and we're going to go down here to this right here. It's called Gamma. And Gamma is free to join. It don't cost you any money. There is also a premium version of this, but let me just show you how you can use it for free. So let me go over to Gamma here. I'm going to create a new one, and I am going to create it from a paste in the text format here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our ChatGPT. We're going to go back to the top here. We're going to copy this whole mess right here. Just copy the whole thing. Right mouse click, we're going to copy it, and we're going to go back to the Gamma here. We're just going to paste this in here just like that. And what I'm going to do is go down here, and I want to generate from the notes the outline here. And it's going to turn into bullet points and outlines, or I can preserve the exact text. I think what I want to do is preserve the exact same text. And then when you go to continue to the editor, what's going to happen is it's going to give you the option, and it's going to be dividing this into different cards, but you can choose whatever type of theme that you want. So I like this dark theme, so I'm going to leave it on that. And it created a total of 18 cards. And so I don't know how many cards that you can create as a free member or not. I'm a premium member of this. It doesn't cost very much money, but you could do it in different sections if you want to. What I'm trying to say, if it won't let you do 18, I think as a premium member, you can do up to 20 cards. Or I'm not sure. Tell you the truth. But I do have a paid membership, so I know I can do at least 20. So let's generate this right now. And I'll show you how fast this is. It's going to take this and turn it into a product that is sellable online. So here's the title, the Anchor Framework. And as you can see, it's going through, it's staying here, creating this stuff. I'm going to pause this for time's sake, and I'll come back to it when it's done. It just got done. So let's go up here and see what we got. So it took everything that we got. It called this the Anchor Framework, the stability system for keeping weight off after GLP-1s. And it's a simple 90-day system to help you hold your results, reduce rebound risk, and stay in control when appetite changes and structure starts to fade. Now, you can keep these links here if you want to, get started, learn more, and they're not linked to anything right now. It's just showing you what it could look like if you wanted to create some kind of an article out of this or something like that. But you can actually I'll show you what you can do with this in a minute, but I'm just going through this real quick here. And this is the sound formula, and it shows you everything in the formula. You need habits now, but what you're not sure, ones that matter most, and you do not want to track everything forever, just to stay in control. It gives you all this different stuff. So this is the framework here, tapering off at weight goal. Need simplicity, spacing does, avoiding repeat, real life results. And what does Anchor stand for, or the acronym stand for? Audit your maintenance risks, nail your protein floor, create strength and consistency, harden your food environment, and so forth. So first it's going to go with audit your maintenance risks. So it's going to go through all of that stuff. Then it's going to nail your protein floor, create strength and consistency, harden your food environment, and so it goes through all of this. So now what can we do with this information? What we can do, the first thing that we can do here is we can go here and we can go to share. And then we can export this and we can share it as a PDF. So we can export it as a PDF. So this would be the $19 PDF product. So you would click on this, and it will create the PDF, and you can download it. So I'm going to put it where I'm going to download it here. Let me go to here. Let's go to my how-to hub right here, and let's go to my folder that I made. Remember the folder. What can I do to create online? And so we can call this the Anchor Framework. This is going to be the 90-day, $19 product. And I'm going to save it right in there. So now you can use that PDF. You can sell it online. You can do whatever you want with it. You can give it away as a lead magnet to grow your list if you're in the weight loss program, whatever you want to do with it. So then the next step would you go to make your $49 mini course, or you could create a membership with weekly accountability. So that's other things that you can do. But right now we have the $19 maintenance planner. Now, you could sell that as is. So how would you sell this? Say, and you don't have a website. You don't want to spend money on a website. Well, that's what we're going to discuss in the next video, is how to create a website to sell something that doesn't cost you money to create. Sounds difficult? Not really. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a website for free. And it all starts out with your Google account. Okay, so if you don't have a Google account, all you got to do is go to google.com and create a free account. And you're going to be able to now have a Gmail and everything else. Okay, so this is where you would start, in your Gmail account. And what you need to do is go over to these little squares up here, these little small squares, click on that, and then you're going to go to your Google Drive. Now, once you're in your Google Drive, if you haven't got anything in here already, it's going to be blank. But you're allowed a certain amount of storage for free, so you can do this for free to start with, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to first go to New, and then you're going to come down here to More, and then you're going to go to Google Sites. So you're going to click on that. Now here is where you're going to create your website. And now we need content to put in here, right? And in the last two videos, I showed you how to find a product that's going to sell online. I showed you how to create a product in another video. And this is teaching you how to build a website, but there's a reason for this, okay? We got a product we want to sell and we don't have a website and we need a free one because we don't have money to make one, okay? Now, how are we going to get the content for this? Well, like I said, we created a product from the previous videos. And the tool that we're going to use here is called Ice Cold Traffic, the Ice Cold Traffic system. Okay. And this is going to create all the content that we need for, number one, the sales page. And it's also going to create copy so that you will have posts that you can put in Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all kinds of different social profiles. Plus, it's going to create a Medium post. It's going to create ad posts. It's going to create all kinds of content to get traffic for free to this website that we're going to build. Now, I'm going to leave a link to this product down in the description below. And to be totally transparent, this is an affiliate link. Now, this thing only costs like $9, so I'm not going to make much money off of this thing. It's just a tool that you can use. It doesn't cost you any more than the $9 that the creator charges for this tool, but you can use it as much as you want to. And this thing is a godsend for people that don't know or can't think of things to create and don't want to start from scratch. This is a great tool to have. So we're going to use this tool. So in the other videos, the product that we created was for a weight loss product, and everybody knows about the new GLP products that are coming out, where people can either inject themselves with this medication to have them lose weight, or now they've got the pills out. But the product actually shows them what they need to do after they lose their weight. What's the next 90-day plan? How are you going to sustain what you have already worked for? Okay. And it's called the GLP-1 maintenance framework. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole framework right here, and we're going to copy the whole thing. I'm going to go all the way here to the bottom, right? We're going to copy that. I'm going to copy it, and we're going to go back to our tool, the Ice Cold Traffic, and it's going to be called the GLP framework, right? And I'm going to paste all that stuff that I just copied right here. And we are going to put in the URL that we want our visitors to go to. Well, we haven't created the website yet. So I'm just going to put in here just a dummy blank here, HTTPS, your URL. So we can put the URL in later. And we're going to generate these traffic prompts. So now this is going to be the product review or the sales page. And see that it created Facebook posts, LinkedIn story prompt, Instagram post prompt, Medium post prompt, blog post you can write prompt, video, short form, video, long form, and Google ads, social ads, native ads, and solo ads. So it creates all of this content and their prompts, right? So what we want to do, now we can go to the product review. We can copy this. We can go to Chat GPT and we can paste this in just like that. And then all we have to do once it's done is we can just go ahead and say go. And what this is going to do is it's going to create the content that we're going to use on our new website. So I'll wait until this is done. I'll stop this for now. So here's the content that it created. So it started by, it's pulling from the draft that I put in here. And then it got the core offer spin. And so it built the positioning, okay? So the headline options, it gives you the options, the anchor, framework, review, a post-GLP-1 maintenance system that actually makes sense. So these are the titles that it created a meta description, opening hook, product review, and all this other stuff, right? So these are the different sections that it created. So down here at the end, it says, if you want, I could turn this into a cleaner blog post version with H2's FAQ schema ready for questions and stronger. So we don't really want to do that. Okay. What I do want though is I want to have some kind of image, right? So I want a prompt for ideogram.io that is high res and will encapsulate the content. Okay, so now it's going to create a prompt for ideogram. Now, Ideogram is a free program. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Gives you an alternative prompt. So I'm going to take this first prompt here. I'm going to go over to Ideogram. Now, like I said, you can join this for free. It doesn't cost you any money, but they do have restrictions. There's also an upgraded version, that costs you a little bit of money every month. But I use this all the time, so I pay for the upgraded version. But you can use this for free. It doesn't cost you any money. Anyway, and so I put the prompt in here, and I'm going to change the ratio. I want it to be 16:9, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot the prompt there, and it's going to start creating the images. It's going to give you a choice of 4. And so once you get down here, here are the images that it created. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And so you got a picture of a woman here that lost weight, obviously, and this one, and this one, and this one. Now you could put text on these images if you want to, like put the title of the product up here, but we haven't decided the title yet. But we're gonna save these images, so you can come back to this Ideogram, and if you like this image, you can just click here on the download. You can save it as a SD or HD. I always download it as HD, and I'm just gonna call it image 1, and I gotta put it in the right folder. I'm gonna put it there. And you would do that with the other images if you wanted to save the other images. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the website that we're building, and we're going to put a title. And we can go back here to GLP-1, and we can up here. So what kind of title do we want? We're going to choose a title. I'm just going to put here the anchor framework, blah, 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 just like that. Copy that. I'm going to go back to my website that we're building here. And now first you want to put a title here, title for the site. So I'm just going to paste what we just put there, and the enter the name is going to be the same as that. So, and then we're going to put the page title here. So this is, the anchor framework. So I'm going to just keep that as the title. I'm going to get rid of this right here. Now you can put a different background image if you want to. So you could do this. You can upload an image. So let's go to the image that we just created. Just open that up there. And so I'm doing this really fast because I want to get through this without taking up too much time. And so when you want to create other things over here, you would put like a text box here. So we'll put a text box there, and we're going to do the first line of text. So we go back to the GPT here. So here's the opening hook. We're going to put this in here. Go back to our website, paste it in there, get rid of that space there, and we're going to insert another text block, and it's going to be a subheading title. We're going to go back here, and instead of saying product overview, we'll say just plain overview. Okay, you can make this bigger if you want to, highlight it, say 18, you can make it bold, all right? And then we could add in another text block down here and go back here. You can copy all this, go back here. All right. So then you can here make this a subheading. Again, you can make this 18, make all the subheadings the same, right? Come down here, what's inside, make this another subheading, make it 18, bold. Make this one bold, okay? Come on down here. Results improve. Subheading 18, bold. It's different. Subheading 18, bold. The verdict. Subheading 18, bold. You can take out this call to action. You can even make this bold here. It's not a motivation product. Okay, so you can see here. This is where your URL would be. So after we create this, then we can edit this to put in the URL. Now you can do other things. You can add pictures to these things and all this other stuff. You know, whatever you need to do to make it pretty. You don't really need to make it pretty. All people want to do is see that, what this is all about. And then you just put the link here to the product that you're going to create. And so we're going to just go ahead and publish this, and it's going to give you, what is the web address that you want. And so I'm just going to put in here the anchor framework. Okay, so this is available. Don't ever click this, request public search engines not to display my site. You want it displayed, right? So we're going to go ahead and publish it. And so now that it's published, we want to find out how to get the URL, right? So we come down here, view published site. And so now we can see that the site link is right here. So if we go here and we copy it, let's go into an incognito window here just to see if it's going to resonate with that link. So there it is right there, right? So now you want to save that link. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to put it in a notepad here. I'm just going to save that link just like that. This is the link that you want to send people to. Okay, now that we have this built, we have the link to it. We've saved the URL. Now we need to send these people to a place to actually pay for this product. So the product that we created was this product right here. Okay, so this is a complete 90-day system that's going to help these people keep the weight off after they want to wean off the GPL product and not take it for the rest of their life, because they don't know what the health risks are if they keep taking this thing their whole life. So this is the product we created. Now we want to give them a way to get to it once they pay for it. So if we go back to our Google Drive here, we can, if we want, create another folder. So we can go here. We can create a new folder, and we can call this GLP Framework, right? And we can create the folder by clicking here. So now it created the folder right here, GLP Framework. So we can now double click on this. And so we're inside of the folder now. So now what you want to do is upload the PDF in here. So we're going to click New. We're going to click on File, Upload. And we're going to go to the PDF, which is right here. And we're going to open it up. And there it is right there. So this is the Anchor Framework. And what we're going to do now is we're going to click here. And we're going to go to Share. And we're going to click on that. And we want to go down here. And we want to change the restriction to anyone with a link. Okay. So now we can copy this link. We can go back to our doc right here, put a space, and that's going to be the link to our document. Now we need a way for them to pay for it. Now there's all kinds of ways you can do this. I'm going to do it through PayPal because it's easiest for me, but you could do it through Gumroad. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can get people to go and pay you money. I think for me, PayPal, or for anybody else, PayPal is probably the simplest way because it's free and everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my PayPal account. And what we're going to do now is we are going to Payments, Links, and Buttons. We're going to click on Create New. And so now we're going to create the product here. Okay. So the product name is going to be the GLP-1 Framework. We can put a little description there if we want to. So let's go back to the post things here. Let's go back to the meta description right here. We'll just copy this. We'll go back to the PayPal thing and we're going to type in a description right there. And we're going to choose the price plan. It's going to be one set price. And we're going to put the price as $19 USD. You can add images if you want to or whatever. So once you get that done, we're going to go to checkout and we don't want to change nothing in here. Then we go to confirmation. And so we want to put in our own URL and we're going to put in the custom URL. So this is going to be where we're going to send the people that it's actually going to go to the PDF itself. So we're going to go here to our document here. We're going to highlight this URL, copy, and then we're going to paste it right in here. So this is where they're going to go once they pay for the product. And so now we're going to build it. So this is what it looks like now. And this right here is the payment link. So you copy this link. And what I usually do is go into an incognito just to make sure it works. And it works. So here's the GLP-1 Framework, $19. And they can get it. Okay. So we know that works. And we're going to go back to the website that we created. We're going to go down here. And we are going to paste that link right here. And then we're going to go here. We're going to just publish again. And it's published. It's got the new link in there. And if we go, we can see the published site. I believe it's got the same link here. Let's see. Let's go back down here and let's make sure it's got the same link. So I think it is the same link. Yeah, it's the same exact link. Okay, cool. So now that you have a way for people to pay, you have a sales page here. So now the next thing you do is you want to send traffic to the sales page, right? You want to send people that's got the GPL1 product. They have the problem that they want to get off of it, but they don't want to gain the weight back. And so what we need to do now is go to the ice cold traffic thing right here. And now we can create posts that we could post to Facebook, stories. And all you do is if you want to use the Facebook post, you just click on copy. You can go to your favorite AI down here if you want to. So this time let's try Claude. And we can just paste that in there just like that. Click on go and it's going to create your posts. So here's the full Facebook post package. So here's what you write in the top of the page, right? This is what's called the hook. This right here is the body. So you put the hook right up here. Here's the body. And this is the call to action. It even tells you the best days to post and all this other stuff. So, you would just go through this thing. And, if you wanted to create LinkedIn stories, Facebook posts, whatever you want to create, short form videos, a blog post, Medium post, I suggest you do all of these to try to get traffic to your page. And this is how you create products that are in demand that you can sell right now and make money online. Now, if you enjoyed this content, you haven't done so already, go down there, please, and subscribe to the channel. Helps me keep this channel free so that I can create products like this or create videos like this that help you make money online and build better websites and so forth and so on. Also, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up and share this with anybody that you think will get any value. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in another video.